Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday, or as some people call it, Friday Eve. Hope you're having a good one. Let's see. Looks like we already got a bunch of people out there. Let's see who we got hanging out with us today. Got Dave Clemens. Let's see. Happy Thursday. 75 at Big D's house. Going to be 90 soon in Big D's wonderful town of Brooklyn, Michigan. All righty. Good to see you, Dave. Larry Galt's in the house. Happy Friday Eve. Let's see. Earl Walker's here. 72 going to 86 with a thumbs up. Yeah, appreciate those. Good to see you, Earl. Troy Pritchard's here this morning. Happy. I got everybody saying Happy Friday Eve. Yeah. Good morning. George Rothfuss in the house. Happy to be here. Good Thursday. It's going to be a hot one. Yeah, okay. Leo Steger's here. Another sticky day with high temperatures and humidity in central Ohio. Yeah, it's been ridiculously humid here the last couple of days. I was just out a while ago and it's like, gonna be another one. Jim Santacola says another hot muggy day in Michigan. Kevin Els watching this morning. How you doing? Jesse, I'm glad to see you on here. Says morning all, survived Laura. Lost power a few times, but mostly it wasn't too bad for us here. That's good to hear. I was wondering if we were going to get to see you on here this morning. Jesse, hope everything's well. Hope you didn't have any trees or anything like that blow down. It was looking pretty rough in some of those places where I was watching the news this morning. Steve Gronsky in the house, 68 going to 88. Lots of golf lately, so I've been missing the show. Oh, that's a good reason to miss. Yeah. And you can always watch the reruns, you know that. So good to see you, Steve. Kathy's here this morning. How you doing, Kathy? Good to see you. Just think, I don't know how she did that. No comment, but just boom. There it is. Dave Max in the house says, out for his morning walk with Jack. Sent you some pics via Messenger. All right. Well, I haven't even opened Facebook, so let me screen these pics here. Probably some wildlife photos, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, he's sent a whole bunch of them. I think. Wait a minute. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, okay. I'll show those here in just a little bit, Dave. Thank you. Janet Moore's in the house. Hope everyone is safe from the storm. Yeah, it's pretty big. Category 4, I think, when it made landfall, and looked pretty huge as far as the radar photos and stuff they showed. So, Mike Reynolds is in the house. Happy Thursday, Mike. How you doing? David from Portal Woodworks is here. Good morning, David. How you doing? Bart Bixel. Good Thursday session here. Yeah. Jesse says it's still raining good. We'll have to wait a while to check for damage. No trees down. All right, that's good. That's good. And Gary Hammett Wood Creations is here also. And just like that, we're caught up with comments. So let me see what Dave's seen here. These are good pictures here. Let's see. Okay, those are the ones. Wait a minute. How many of them? Maybe I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I think I was. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, All right, so I'll go ahead and show these pictures that Dave Mack sent. These are not something you don't see every day. At least I won't. Hey, Darren Birds is checking us out from Ontario, Canada. How you doing, Darren? Let me screen share real quick, and I'll show you these pictures that Dave Mack has sent. There's a bear right there holding up that tree. That's here. I'm not sure that. I mean, there's the bear, but I'm not sure. Oh, there's a log pile there somewhere, so it must be a driveway. Yeah, it must be right here, close to your house, there, Dave. Yeah. He don't look real big, but he's big enough. There's a cool picture. I like that one. Yeah, I like that. I like that picture. I guess that's a feeder right there. Looks like a corn feeder or something. You got right up there. I noticed it in this picture. Looks like it's right back there. But yeah, well, did he have his mama around anywhere, or was it just him? But those are pretty cool. Yeah, Janice says Yogi. That's funny. Hey, Neil Cochran's here too. He's from over in Germany, I think. How you doing, Neil? Janet says she watched Laura come ashore on the Weather Channel about 1 a.m. Those are some heller winds, yeah. Jim Bryant says Mother Nature throws enough stuff without adding all this man-made Yeah, I would agree. So, can y'all hear Jack? He's down here slurping and snorting. And hey, will you stop all that noise? Go somewhere else and do that. I had to get on him a while ago because we went out and they like to go out and do their business and stuff. And I let them hang out there a little bit. And then we come back in. And of course, when you come back in, you got to get a treat of some kind. So I call them cookies, but it's just a little milk bone, the little smaller ones. I always buy a big box of them, and that way I can give them something, and they think they're getting a treat. Well, I guess they kind of are, but anyway, Rocky, bless his heart, he's getting old. He has trouble chewing things that are hard, so he really struggles eating those things. And this time, I guess he was just too tired. He didn't even want to eat it. So he set it down. And then both of them come in here. Well, I get up and go back in there to get my coffee, and I see it laying there on the floor. And of course, who comes up first? Jack comes up, and he's like, I'm going to get that. And I'm like, no, that's Rocky's. So I don't know who ended up eating it, but Rocky sat down with both his front legs out and had it right in there in the middle. It's like, yeah, Jack, go ahead and try to get it. So I don't know. Dave says, yeah, the neighbors. Okay, yeah, it's the neighbors, I guess, where he took these pictures, have not seen a mama. Well, that's good, because that's what I would be afraid of if I was getting out there trying to take pictures of Junior there. I'd be afraid that mama would sneak up behind me and be, because they're very protective of the little bears. Let's see. Janet says there, Jack moved a foot. Can he go back to slurping? Yeah, he did. Well, he's in a more prone position now. He's laid his head down, so he's probably done slurping. You'll hear him snoring here in a minute. Is what the next sound you'll hear. I want to share something with you this morning. I got the other day. What day was it? Monday? I don't remember. Whatever day it was. I went to the UPS store, as I often do. And the little gal down there gave me this little envelope. And I thought, oh, what is this? But it's their card, it's just their, that they give everybody. But it says, "Thank you for your continued business." I can't read this without my glasses. "Thank you for your continued business here at the UPS store. Please find this small gift to know we are thinking about you. We are always here for your ing needs." And the reason it says ing is because here on the front it says address ing, box ing. You get it. So anyway, so they sent, they gave me this little gift, and what the gift is it's a anti-germ key. So you can put this on your key ring or something. I haven't even opened it, but you can use the hook right here, and they show a picture right here. A lot of stores will have the door thing kind of sticks out, so you can take that hook and hook it on the door to pull the door open. That way you don't have to touch the door and get germs on your hand. And then the other little pointy part down here, you can use like when you're paying and you got to put in your numbers, your PIN and stuff like that on the little credit card swiper thing. You can use that and not touch that. So it's a anti-germ key. Get yours today at your local UPS store. But I thought that was kind of nice that they give me something like that. But I got to tell you, I am always very conscious of the fact that when I go into a store, especially the UPS store, because like I said, I go there very often. So I always, when I go to walk up to that door, and I've usually got a package under my arm or something, I reach for the part of the door that I think nobody else is going to touch. Now, I'm sure somebody else probably thinks just like I do, is grabbing the same thing. But, that door has like two little tube things that kind of come out as a curve, and then it's got the vertical piece, and everybody would grab the vertical piece. Well, I always grab right up next to the door at the bottom because it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not ergonomically, to open it that way. So I figured, well, that's the way I'll open it. I'll grab it there where you got to kind of twist your wrist to get it in there, and maybe nobody else is touching it. But yeah, I see Neil says, wonder how often you would need to sanitize that. Yeah, probably, because after you go push it and touch all these other things, and this has got cooties on it, I guess, but whatever. I'm not too worried about cooties, actually. Okay, Dave says he thinks that little bear is just out on his own. Okay. Yeah, it might be. Well, he's not super little. He might be big enough he's left the thing. But Jesse wants to know what my shirt says. It says, Jesse, opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. And if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, I think that quote is most usually attributed to Thomas Edison, I believe, is the one they usually credit with that. But yeah, I just, some of these things, to me, it doesn't matter who says them. I just like them because they make sense. This one makes sense because you really think about it. A lot of people don't want to go get a job because, well, that's work. That's hard work. But yet they'll sit around and gripe that they can't get a job, because it's not their, it doesn't match their basket weaving degree that they got in college or something. So, anywho, but I've always liked that quote. Janet. Janet's on the Yogi Bear theme today, and she says, looking for the picnic baskets, no doubt. That's funny. Yeah. We can tell what you grew up watching, Janet. And me too. I watched them too. Don Allen's here. Good morning, Don. How you doing? Looks like he's got some good-looking dogs in that picture there. Charles Lawrence, sorry he's late. He says, well, you don't need to be sorry. There's no, we're not too strict here on this show. You kind of show up anytime you want. No dress code either. Mark Lindsay's here. Mark says, morning, y'all. How you doing? Did you get anything done yesterday, Mark, out there in the 90 or 100 degree weather or whatever it was you said you were having yesterday? Johnny from J Fabrications here. Good morning, Johnny. How you doing? LB Sharp's in the house. Good to see y'all. Oh, Mark's excited because it's trencher. Where'd it go? It's trencher day. Yeah, I'd be excited about that too, I think. That's well, once you get that done, then it's a lot easier stuff, I would think. Well, relatively speaking, I guess. Still hot no matter what you're doing, but yeah, I haven't. I watched the news this morning and they talked about the land. Of course, you know how it is when you watch the news. It doesn't matter which one you watch. They always have the reporters, that are telling everybody don't try to get out or anything, and then they're out in it, leaning into it as trying to be dramatic. I think a lot of them. But so far, I'm sure there'll probably be some show up here in the next, probably sometime today. But there'll be some photos where they have, or videos where they have the reporter acting like he's really struggling to stand up straight, and then there'll be somebody walking behind him, just casually out for a walk in the thing. I'm waiting for those. They pretty much happen every time there's a big storm. The reporters just can't go out there and go, well, yeah, it's raining and the wind's blowing a little bit. They've got to make it like it's the biggest storm of the century. So, and I'm not trying to downplay it because it probably is pretty rough in other places, but it's usually not that rough where those people are at. Mr. Max says, sending some pics from working on the gravel road by my cabin yesterday. Okay. I assume, yeah, he sent these via Facebook Messenger. Oh yeah, I think I saw where he posted these yesterday. Let's take a look at these. Here he is. I'm assuming that's was that your tractor or something there? And I guess there's not a way to make these any bigger. Unless, I can do. Yeah, that don't even make them much bigger. But anyway, it looks like, if I'm seeing this right, I think there's like a deer or something right there. Let's see. Yeah, am I doing it? Okay, yeah, it's hard to see because this thing doesn't make them that big. But yeah, it looks like there's 2 or 3 deer right there. Oh yeah, I can tell that's your tractor now because you got your little front end scooper thing on it. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And then this one's back to, oh, there we go. Now that looks, you must have had a good zoom or something, because is he not even bothered by that tractor as you drive by there, Dave? Of course, you guys up there probably put those corn feeders. They probably don't care about no dang tractor. Give me some corn. Oh, and there's Yogi. All right, that's good. Yeah, that's a good pick. Yeah, looks like I see two at least. Maybe there's three or four there. I can't tell for sure. Oh, and yeah, that must be the one where you're taking. Well, come on, baby, let's go. I think that's this one here. Yep. All right, cool picks, man. Must be neat living up there in the woods and having all them critters running around. Except for the mama bears. I wouldn't want to run into one of them. But Dave says nope. He kept eating the pears on the ground. Yeah, not worried about no tractor, is he? They're like probably almost like pets. And I guess after looking closer at this one, it looks like that's a buck, and then a couple of antlers coming out there trying to. Yeah, I didn't notice that the first time I looked at it. Cool. Yeah, it must be neat to live up there. If I had a choice of either living in a place like what you have, Dave, in the woods, in a cabin type thing, or living on the beach, I would probably always pick the cabin. Beaches are cool, but after you go down there for a few days, it's like, yeah, it's just hot and sand now. So uh, the ocean's neat, but even that, I don't want to live. I don't want to live next to it forever. But I would rather live in the woods where it's peaceful and quiet and nobody bothers you. Yeah, it says small buck. Yeah. Yep. In the velvet. Yeah. Cool pictures, man. Make sure you make sure you send me a picture of the mama bear, but just don't get too close when you take it. You may see uh, you may see mama bear out there someday, or that one after he's grown up. Yeah, Dave says beaches draw people, not wildlife. Yeah, amen. Dave says it's just like where he grew up in Pennsylvania, minus the snow. Huh, I didn't know grew up in Pennsylvania. See, I can mark that down now. I learned something new today. I did not know that. Yeah, I don't. Well, I always said after I moved down here that I don't. I've had plenty of snow growing up in Indiana. I'm over it. If I don't ever see snow again, that's fine. But now that I won't say retired because I'm not retired. I still have to work to make money, but everything I do is at home now. So now I don't really care. It could snow, deep and I don't care. Because I don't have to go anywhere, or very seldom go anywhere. I could walk to the UPS store if I had to, or I'd just tell them to come pick it up, and they'd make it down here somehow. But anyhow, I got my notification that the coffee sessions is now live, but I don't get that until this is 9:06. Yeah, I don't know why they're so. Um, why they're so late sending that. Same here. He says, I don't care if it snows. I'd rather wait until winter, but other than that, yeah. Yeah, no chance of it snowing anytime soon. I can tell you that. In fact, I've cut grass right up through December before. Not every year, but you think, okay, can I put the mower away for the for the winter? Nope, gotta still nice. Got to mow the grass one more time. Um, Played golf on New Year's Day before. T-shirt, short sleeve T-shirts on Christmas and stuff like that. But if it does decide to come a snow, I don't care. Won't bother me. It'd be fun. It's almost fun to see a snow down here because you get to watch the news and see all the stuff on the interstate. The people are like, well, I'm from the north. I can drive in that stuff. And then they don't realize it's different down here. It usually starts out as rain, and then slowly the temperature drops and freezes, and then it decides to snow. So all these Yankees come down, they move down here and go, what are these guys scared of? I can drive in that. And then the other one's in the side of the ditch or, in the fender bender on the interstate. So I know I was the same way when I moved down there, because growing up in Indiana, I'm like, this is just a dusting. Let's get out. And then you realize it's different. It's a whole different ball game down here. And plus they don't have any. Well, I won't say they don't have any. They've gotten some over the years, but it's hard to justify buying a whole fleet of trucks to dump sand and, de-icing stuff and stuff like that when it only happens once every 2 or 3 years or something, if that. So best thing to do when you live down here is if it starts doing anything, I don't care how light of snow it is, just go, just stay home. Let all the other idiots get out there and run into each other. But I used to hate having to drive to work, because I knew that after I learned that, it's a lot different. You can't stop on ice. So you either have to go really slow, plan way, and then you try to drive with all these other people that don't think like you. And it's white knuckle time, buddy. I'm telling you. But, yeah. Let's see. Mark says it's supposed to get up to 93. So if it is 2020 though, Mark. So don't rule it out. It might get up to 93, but you never know. It might. I wouldn't put anything past 2020. It's been one of those remarkable years. So yeah, ain't that the truth? Go buy bread and milk. Yeah. You can't find bread and milk anywhere because it's like the shelves will be empty. And that's before it even snows. That's just when the weatherman says the S word on TV. Yeah, it's crazy. They go stock up and buy food thinking they're going to be snowed in for 2 weeks. And when it does snow, it's usually melted by noon the next day, because it's very seldom it stays cold enough that many days in a row to keep snow on the ground. It's hilarious. It really is. But that's all right. We don't care if the Yankees make fun of us. We don't care. All right, I heard my little timer, so I guess I should probably get off here and get to work. Could be doing some wiring today. So gonna work on that little project. May shoot some video too. I got some video I got to shoot, which you guys know me. I don't hardly ever put out a video, but I do have one I need to try to shoot. All right, so everybody have an awesome Friday Eve. I'm sorry if I confused anybody when I said Friday Eve. I had somebody comment on my post on Facebook. I said, no, it's not Friday. They missed the Eve part. So, but yeah. So have a good Thursday. Let's see. We're on number 233. So tomorrow will be Friday, the 234th. Man, that's a lot. Anyway, we will see y'all here. Bring your coffee and come hang out with us. See you later, guys.